Hello. Now, this little video is going to help you out. I know that you've just come out of a row, and possibly this row has been with your partner or your kids, your children, friend maybe, or neighbour, or even your boss. Now, I know that you're upset, your heart's beating, possibly you're crying, maybe you feel very angry. This row could mean just a one-off row that you haven't had before, or for some people, it feels like you're having the same row 5,000 times and you're going round in circles. Or possibly you just keep rowing and rowing and rowing. So this is your space to come to feel better. So the first step that I want you to do is give yourself some time to recover. So step one, please, don't answer the phone to anyone else while you're watching this video. If texts ping up and appear while you're watching this video, don't answer, don't get involved. You just need a little bit of time to yourself to be kind to you, and then you'll feel better and be able to deal with it better, okay? So for this, it might be a really good idea to go in the bathroom and lock the door so you can sit and listen to this for a few minutes to feel better. And I'm going to give you some techniques and some strategies to just be able to cope better right now, okay? You might want to go out in the garden or go and sit in the car, go for a little drive and park up and then watch the video. But you really need to give yourself some time and away from all the high adrenaline that's happening at the moment. Okay. Now, step two is realizing what's happening to you biologically right now. Biologically, you're in high intensity. So all your adrenal system's gone high intensity. You're in fight or flight mode. So you either want to run for the hills or fight for your life. And your heart's beating fast, you're possibly really crying, possibly really angry. So what's a really good step when we're in fight or flight mode is to try and calm down first. Because if you go back in to the row or answering the text messages or whatever's going on, it's not going to think straight. It's not going to work out well. What a really good way to reset our fight or flight adrenal system when it's on high intensity is to go and be in nature for a moment. Go and take some deep breaths in nature. Okay, so maybe you can take some time out in the garden or a park, or go down to the beach or a forest or the woods. If you can, nature really helps us reset. Okay. So maybe even if you're sitting in the car, definitely wind down the window and take some fresh air. You'll start to feel better. Okay. Step three is understanding what's happening to your mind right now. Now, psychologically, what's going on is that you've gone into defensive mode. You're either feeling self-protective or defensive, where you feel you have to justify and explain and qualify why you're right. So your mind has gone into, I'm right, they're wrong, and I've got to prove myself. Or if the row was your fault, you might be going into, I'm the victim, I've done something really wrong, I must make amends, I've just caused a row. Okay, you'll know which one's right for you. But this is where I want to talk about the drama triangle. Now, most people, lots of people get stuck in the drama triangle. Now, you need 3 different characters in this story. Someone has to be the villain. That means they're the baddie. Now, the baddies are always looking for a victim. So someone has to step into the role of victim. I want you to ask yourself, which one are you? And someone comes in as a rescuer that fixes the problem. And it spins round and round, and you might not always be the victim, sometimes you might be the villain, and the other way around. But what I really want to tell you with all my awareness of psychology, any behaviour in the drama triangle of victim, rescuer, persecutor, any of the words you speak in any of those roles is inauthentic behaviour. It's all game playing what goes on there. So don't do it. Okay? You got to step out of the drama triangle. Don't play the part of victim. Don't play the part of villain. Become adult. Now, this is a bit that most societies have not taught us to be. How to be an adult. So I want to give you some tips, some 4 sentences to use that are really, really practical and quite mind-blowing, and are wonderful, clear strategies of how to speak like an adult, especially when we're upset or offended or hurt. Now, did I get this from all the years studying Jungian psychology? Nope. Did I get this as a deeply spiritual woman? Did I get this from my intuition, from the gods, from the goddess, from the universe? Actually, nope. I got it from a book all those years ago by Belle de Jour. She's the high-class cool girl that the TV series Secret Diary of a Cool Girl is made from. Belle de Jour's Guide to Men. And she says that these 4 sentences stop the rows and also help us be really heard, rather than being heard as this, me, 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 which we know is really annoying when people tune out, when we're trying to speak our truth. So she says keep it really short and keep it simple. So here we go. Sentence 1, when you, and then you name the behaviour that's upset you. I feel. So you have to tune into yourself first and own your feelings, okay? So you have to name them, maybe 2 feelings, 2 emotions. So when you, I feel. Before I go on to the 3rd sentence, I want to give you some examples. Years ago, I had a boyfriend that quite often, as I was talking, would look behind me to watch the television, like this. And it really upset me. I felt really devalued and like, was I boring or something? Might have been, actually. That's not the point. So I decided to use these 4 sentences on him. And I said, when you look behind me to watch the television while I'm talking, I really feel devalued. I feel like you're not interested in what I'm having to say, and I feel hurt by that. Now, the 3rd sentence can come into play, and that's, I don't like it. Full sentence, please don't do it again. It's okay? I'm going to repeat. When you, oh, you don't point, that was me pointing to you. Okay, I'll sit on my hands for this one. When you, ... name the behaviour. I feel, you own your feelings. It's quite nice to put your hand on your heart while you're talking, because it really helps you be authentic. You know, you feel like you're talking from your heart and people can't take offence. Okay, so when you, wagging my finger. Okay, I'll start again. When you, and you name the behaviour. I feel, you tell them how you feel. I don't like it. Please don't do it again. Now the final tip, the 5th tip of this adult speaking, adult communication is get out the room, walk away, go and put the kettle on, go make a cup of coffee, go and weed the garden. Just go out the room, because it can't inspire a conversation, a row. It can inspire a conversation a bit later, but it can't inspire a row because you've left the room. Not in a sulk, but you've left them to think about it. Now I use this on my teenagers and my husband at the time and my partner. It works on friends and my neighbour over the road. It's a very good, clear way of saying how you feel, sorting out a situation, but the walking away is equally as important. Okay? So I hope that helps with giving you some tips of how to communicate as an adult with even tricky situations. But what I must say to you is very important here. Please don't say those sentences aggressively. It's only going to cause a row. Why do you want to do that? Please don't say those sentences in a really passive way. Don't be apologetic. No need to justify and explain and excuse and beg to be heard. No. These sentences are designed just to be assertive, to be you, to be clear, to be empowered. So try it. Now I wonder how you're feeling right now. I hope that you're feeling a little calmer. I hope that your adrenal systems have calmed down a bit. So you have a choice now what to do, my angel. You can, if they're still in the room and you feel like you want to make it up now or resolve it or see if there can be a resolution, it might be time when you're ready to go back in and resolve it. Perhaps you've got things to apologise for. Maybe they've got things to apologise for. Maybe you can open up communication with, okay? But if the person has gone, if it's late, or they've walked out and left you, there's probably going to be very soon a barrage of calls and texts. And maybe your little heart, your beautiful, tender little heart, doesn't need to get caught up in that drama tonight or right now. It might be good to switch your phone off if you want to. Remember, we can easily get hooked. I call it the fish hook, where they seem to throw the fish hook, the fishing line, and we pick it up. And next thing you know, you got caught up again in the drama triangle. So if it's late, or if you've had enough, this is what I'd like to say to you. Go and run yourself a nice bath. Go and put a movie on. Go and climb into bed. Be kind, be soft to yourself, and go to sleep. Things always look brighter and different in the morning. Sleep, don't buy into the drama. It hasn't got you anywhere so far, so let's try something different. And I've got loads of other things to teach you, loads of other things to be there for you when you need me. But they're on different videos. We can do them at another time. Right now, it's about looking after yourself, being kind to yourself. So I'm going to leave you with this. I'm going to leave you with together asking the universe. Now, I say the universe, some people say God or higher power or higher intelligence or universal intelligence. Sometimes I even say goddess. For some people it's angels, spirit guides, whatever works for you. But right now, what I'd really like to do is to ask, I'll say the universe, to look after you, to surround you in a lovely pink bubble. And I'm asking you to think pink. And what it does when we think pink, if you imagine it, think pink, positive, it's positivity, it's self-love, it's kind, it's gentle. And I'm going to ask the universe, let's ask the universe together to surround you in a pink bubble as you sleep tonight, that may the highest outcome happen for all. And while the universe has a larger plan for you, all this is happening for a reason, and all this is a byproduct of progress, okay? More about that later. Let's just deal with tonight. Let's ask for the universe, the goddess, to hold you, and may the highest outcome happen for all as you choose to be kind to yourself. And how I'd like you to do that as you fall asleep in the arms of your angels or the goddess or the universe, whatever works for you. I'd like you to hold yourself or cuddle a cushion. Just cuddle a cushion tonight as you curl up in bed and say, I am safe, I am protected, I'm entirely supported, I'm entirely loved, and I'm entirely held. So I hope this has given you some support and some good strategies, and I hope that you're feeling a bit calmer right now. I've got loads more to help you with, so just keep checking out the website, lisamagdalena.com. I've got all sorts of ways to look after you and support you through struggling times, through good times, through growth, and when you're on the bathroom floor crying and calling out to the universe for help. So I'm right here. Stay in touch. Thank you for being with me. Bye.